Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Tonight's special guest is prize fighter champion, former IBF welterweight champion, and world record
European.
holder for the only man to have ever punched me in the face circa 45,000 times in about a 15-minute period. Larry, the natural Ekundayo. How are you, my friend?
I'm all right, thank you, brother. How are you?
Smashing it. Really happy to
Thanks
have
for
you on
joining
here.
us, my man.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Listen, you are one of the absolute like gems of British boxing. Like I've known you for years. I've known you like 15 years. I think you're one of the best people, one of the best craftsmen of fighting out there. And you know, like
Thank you,
the
man.
the guys you work with at Peacock will all say the same. We had Billy on. You know, I'm sure there'll be a bunch of them that all say that same thing. Like you're like the president of the Who Needs Him club because you know who, no one wants to fight you, right? You can try all you want, but it's tough.
I won't say no one wants to fight me, to be honest. I think, but professional boxing is not really um, something that you just go in the fight in a ring to fight for fun.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like it's a complete business. Otherwise, everyone would have opportunities if it wasn't for business. But I just think people want to fight. If they're gonna fight, if it's gonna be a big risk, then
yeah,
it's a massive reward.
yeah.
So why should I take a big risk and low reward? It makes no sense. And
No,
I'll do the
absolutely.
same. So
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
I mean, so you burst onto the British scene really because you won prize fighter. Like, what was that? Your second or third? It was really early on in your career, wasn't it?
Yeah, I had two fights,
Yeah.
and my third outing was prize fighter,
Wicked.
which my so that made me my third outing was against Craig McEwen. I think it was around number 10 in the world at the time,
Mm,
middleweight. So that was my third outing.
bit heavy. Bit heavy. Yeah. Like for those like yeah, I'll put a bunch of Larry's highlight videos and some of his fights that I can find on YouTube in the show notes. Like he is the archetypal slick, crafty boxer puncher, counter puncher. He'll switch it. It's just a nightmare, honestly.
I'm working on the highlight reel now, and woo, there's
Yeah,
some
it was.
sweet moves in there, boy.
Thank you guys. I'm not sure. I think it's more of a buy one get one free
Mm,
kind of boxing where you can switch from orthodox to southpaw. So
yeah,
you train for one person and you get to switch to other, and so it's like a special gift
yeah.
for fighter like myself and other fighters that can switch and do it well.
Right. Um. So when did you start? You started boxing like at 5, didn't you? It was very young.
And I started when I was 12.
Yeah. Fair
11,
enough.
12. 11,
Fun.
12.
So tell us. So when you started boxing 12 back in Nigeria.
I started boxing at the age of let's say 12.
Yeah.
um I couldn't tell anyone at home
Mm.
because African parents, you have to be a lawyer, doctor, and whatnot, engineering. Bro, I'm thick as fuck. So, am I allowed to say?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, you are.
mate. Have
You're allowed to
So,
say whatever you
um,
want.
so um, I just don't have time for school.
Yep.
I'm more into like, as I said, I started really young and I just fell in love with it straight away. So where I came from, having to be able to protect yourself, and I have so many people that I left behind.
Mm.
It's crazy to say that's what they do for a living now, not because they're necessarily fighting as a professional or amateur,
Yep.
but they fight and they become people where the government use.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they can fight and they're like, all of it. You know how they transform a good fighter to a journeyman,
Mm.
but then you have the government transfer a boxer or any martial art into a hooligan that will
Yeah.
protect them and help them with their what do you call it, election and all. So I have
Yeah.
people that's leaving. Some of them been killed. Some, you know what I mean, and some been seriously injured. So I started that time, and my parents found out a box when they saw me on national TV. So it was a bit crazy because my mom, on my way home from a competition, someone bumped into me and was like, "Oh, we saw you on the TV. Your mom is waiting for you at home." And I'm like, "Oh no." So I have to go back to my coach. So in Nigeria, it's just the culture. And so if you messed up, you better find a respected elderly person to follow you home. Otherwise, your parent will kill you. So I had to get my coach. My mom didn't know my coach, but obviously he's someone that everyone respects. So when I got there, and my mom, she told me the only reason why she's not gonna kill me is because I wasn't shown on Crime Watch.
That's fair enough.
So she let me off. And also, I won the best boxer of the fight that night. So for her, and she kind of like, how do you start? How do you even? And it was a good fight. So I'm good at it. So she kind of pleased because people are praising me.
Yeah. So she's got that mother's pride going.
Yes, but regardless, that doesn't mean 2 days after I still didn't get like a conk in the head. So like, because you came home with some big belly man, doesn't mean you're not gonna get a little slap.
Yeah.
Right, you're doing stuff behind my back. But I always tell them I'm going to after school club or going there. But
it's not really a lie though, is it? It is a club of some sort after school.
Exactly.
Ish.
But I'm grateful that I chose boxing.
Yeah.
Actually, boxing chose me. Because from when I started doing it, there's been a massive change around where I grew up.
All right.
So we have all these moms sending their children to me to hang out with me, to go training with me so they can become a better person within themselves.
Yeah.
So I've never been a troublemaker.
Yeah.
I've never don't do drama. I've never, nothing to do with the law. I'm out training back home. I live, I sleep, I drink, I eat boxing.
Yeah.
Like, come to mind, back then I have what's it called, VCH or the
VHS.
VHS. Yes. So I have all the Olympics. The Cuban, I will stay up and watch boxing after boxing. And I think for me, I learn boxing from like visually. I can pick up stuff like that and I put into practice. And plus, you don't have no responsibility. You get free food, free home, and you know. But it was pretty tough, you know. I didn't know I was poor until looking back now and sharing the same gum shield, sharing the same clothes. Someone just literally just come out the ring.
Right. Hold on. Sharing the same gum shield with who?
With all the teammates, the rest of the teammates. Sure. And it's not, the gum shield is bigger than my mouth.
Of course it is.
It's still trying to hold it in.
Right.
The boxing boot has no grip.
Yep.
It's bigger than me. Stuff some tissue in front. So it's not easy journey.
No.
And when I finished training, I trained twice a day, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Saturday I'm training, Sunday I'm training, but Monday I go to the States to train.
Yep.
And in the evening, that's in the morning. In the evening, I train at my gym.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just love the sport. Do you know
So
what I mean?
your amateur career, like
Yeah.
how far did you progress? Because you went, was it Commonwealth?
You had an
Yes, I
amazing
was at the
career.
Yeah.
Commonwealth Games. I was at the All African Games, but I didn't box at the All African Games because I couldn't
Yep.
make my weight.
Right.
I was bantamweight at the time, qualified for the All African Games to.
Yeah.
So if I win even a bronze, I would have qualified for the Sydney 2000 Olympics.
Really?
But I just couldn't make the weight.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know how you make welter, to be honest.
so I moved from bantamweight to welterweight.
Yeah.
Even though I was super small as a welterweight, but there's few guys. I had someone that's in featherweight that I wouldn't want to share the ring with.
Mhm.
I had lightweight. I had light welterweight. It's Olusegun Jose. I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what? I'm just gonna move to. I moved to welterweight not because I think I'm better than, or I can handle it, but I thought if I get beat from welterweight, people will just be like, you're stupid. How can you? There's a reason for it.
Yeah.
And I went to welterweight and I literally just cleared it all out. Like I literally smashed. I was too quick for these guys, but they're good fighters.
Yeah.
They're like proper good fighters, but I was just too much for them.
That's
What
a
was
hell
your-
of a jump, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a massive jump. What was your amateur record at the end when you went pro?
I had 127, I believe,
Decent.
and I
Decent.
think I can count the one that I lost my fingers,
Yeah.
and I know the one that was controversial.
Go on.
So I think I'm not sure. I think I had less than 10 lost.
It's a good record.
I've
boy.
lost.
That is
I've lost count.
incredible.
Yeah.
I've lost count. Yeah, I think I had less than 10. Less than 10, but most of it was controversial.
Yeah.
Some of them, I beat the guys back that I lost to,
Yeah.
and I have to kind of like, you know what, I'm better than you. I just got to prove a point again. When I came here, I thought my amateurs is like, I might not even get a fight in a year.
Okay.
And yeah.
So when did you decide to come to the UK?
That was after the Commonwealth Games. So
Yeah.
after the Commonwealth Games, I had this guy called Philip Bloom. He's the manager of Olusegun Jose and Sukomi Ogunbiyi. So there's few Nigerians that was with him.
Yeah.
So like the promoters goes to like the top championship, like Olympics and things, to hunt for talent. And obviously there's other Nigerians that he's been looking after from the previous Olympic. So easy to just turn with him. So I then go with him. I didn't went back with the national team because I still had a long, I had 6 month visit. So I was only here for a month then. So I'm like, all right, I'll do the paperwork. So my passport was sent to the Home Office.
Right.
So when the Home Office then sent it back for me with work permit, I need to fill in the work permit and thing. But my coach that was with Jose and them lot, obviously he did it out of good spirit.
Yeah.
But the decision he made was wrong. So I was like, no, you don't need to box I don't need a work permit
to box as an amateur.
Yeah, so I need to send it back. So when we then sent it back to the Home Office, the passport was it was delayed. Apparently, it was sent to the wrong department or whatsoever. Right. So then, if you're not gonna work, so you becomes a liability.
Okay. In
the country, and my visas now run out of the Home Office, so they tell me to leave.
Oh,
so where am I gonna go?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And during this period, this was 2013, we dragged it. So I'm still going. I went to court. It was I have to appeal the decisions, and my mom passed. I had my oldest daughter. She was born 2 days after my mom passed. 25 weeks. She was well premature. So, and that was it. That was the journey, and kept fighting it for over 10 years.
It's a mad journey, bro.
So I turned pro when I was 30.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We had some of that Nigerian team in the back in for the 2000 Olympics. We had some of them stay in Adelaide, where I'm from, in Australia. They came over. I remember because when I was speaking to Jose, I was like, "Why did you not?" And he goes, "They got split or something. Some went to Adelaide, some went Sydney,
Yeah,
and
I know.
that sort of."
I know some guys who were there. I would have been part of the team to Adelaide, but I'm glad I'm in England. To be honest,
yeah,
I'm glad.
I don't blame it.
So, pro career, right? We get all the paperwork and everything sorted. Pro career, you clear out prize fighter.
Yep.
Immediately on the radar. Does like, because when we was when we had a chat with Billy, we was trying to, because he's at a very different stage of his career to where you are. Like, so you know you're quite a lot further down the line. So you win prize fighter, which for anyone that doesn't know, it was a tournament format. It was 3 threes.
Three,
Yeah,
on the same night.
So
threes
it's
on the
like a
3 nights.
sprint.
Yeah, it
It's
was
not a
wicked.
relay,
Like,
it's
it
a
was
sprint.
great fun. They do something equivalent of it now, which is
The
Ultimate Boxer.
ultimate. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So you win that, win the grand prize, big man food like moves. Do you then get offered a contract? Did
No.
Matchroom want you? Did they?
No.
No,
No.
just an immediate, like, you've won, here's your check, fuck
Look,
off.
boxing, as I said to you earlier, boxing is a complete business.
Yep.
And the best boxer not necessarily going to be a world champion. I've seen amazing talent fighters that kind of like packed it in because the politics
Yeah.
is tough. But again, for me, I think it's more of if I set up a company,
Yeah.
I want to make profit.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? So I've never seen or think, oh, this person didn't sign me or that person not giving me opportunity. It doesn't work that way because these guys want to make money. But we have fighters where if they're fighting, they sell out the whole arena. But as an African fighter, we can't sell tickets because our home people don't support us.
Yeah.
Now, why should anyone bring you into their show when they're not going to make money out of you?
Yeah.
So it's a business because they rent the arena, they're paid for everything. They got to make something back. The opponent got paid. But again, a lot of promoters have that. As an African fighter, we've got that stigma that we can't sell tickets. I can sell tickets. I can actually sell tickets. But look, again, any promoter that give African fighters a chance and protect him and give him the right fighter at the right time, have him a TV show and thing, these guys are going to be selling the whole arena because look, how many world champions do we have in England? How many champions come out of England? How many champions come out from US, Germany? We have none in Africa.
Yeah.
Do you know what the population in Nigeria is? So we
300
probably
million.
have, in the whole continent, we probably have 2 or less, or max 3.
Yeah. I mean,
So
this is always
imagine-
something I've been fascinated with you because, like, Nigeria, its population 300 million. I think it's got the third or fourth biggest English speaking population on the planet, right? So, you know, it wouldn't be outside the realm of reason to like do serious numbers back home.
Again, my people, there's too many people who only want to get involved and grab what they can and dash with it. So nobody want to work with them. Do you understand? The whole idea of trying to argue over silly things and a bit of corruption and trying to grab, nobody want to work with it. So
Yeah.
you can't blame Eddie Hearn.
No, of
You
course not.
can't blame Frank Warren. You can't blame who else.
Yeah.
So we have to sort that out. And that's what I'm trying to do.
Mm.
And create a chance and exit for these young other fighters that's coming up. One thing I understand that not everyone's going to be a world champion, but we can be a better person. As a champion work together, we can produce more champions.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So that's why, if you see on my page, I had these guys, and the video I put it up because I related to these kids. That's how I started. I train, starve myself. There's still food. I come home, I still, after long hours of training.
This video was two young kids in Nigeria who literally are
One glove each.
one glove each, mismatching gloves. They are training in what we can only describe as a rural setting.
No, it was so they had one glove each.
Yeah, one glove each.
Working on just one hand.
Yeah.
But like where they're working is like something that from the UK you just wouldn't expect it. But
but you would never see that part in the UK.
Yeah.
So that's a complete slump.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But the talent of those two boys in the video is astronomical. They move.
Yeah.
They move and they throw their shots and they're moving their head and their balance and their everything is like that of tiny professional men fighters, and they've got to be 5 or 6 years old. It's insane.
Eight and 6.
Oh, I don't care anymore. Then they're too old.
Do you know what I mean? So
8 and 6. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So I'm trying to raise money for them.
Yeah.
I've had people contacting me. So I'm setting up a GoFundMe.
Perfect.
And it's not just for them. There's other fighters. There's other kids in Nigeria in that situation. There's a gym where I came up from. Actually, my coach is the president.
Yep.
The coach that brought me up is the president. My coach is like my dad.
Right.
Like when my dad, I stay with my coach. Like it's just, he's the man that taught me to be who I am today.
Yeah.
Very disciplined man, and he's crazy. So, but I just want to try because I can't no longer wait for the government to do anything, because we can't change people. We can only change ourselves.
Yeah.
So the little way that I can help, I'm going to try my possible best. And obviously I have people like yourself and everyone else, you guys, it's just a word, just to get the word out there.
Just on that, I mean, it's such an amazing cause, and I do a thing called Dares for Donations. The person who terrifies me the most about an embarrassing dare is Rob, so I'm actually going to include him in this, so he's involved now. I haven't cleared him with it. So people listening, essentially, if you come up with any challenge, any dare, anything like that, make the donation to the GoFundMe page. We'll do it. We'll send you the video, show we've done it. Anything you can think of, any cause, running marathon, anything we'll do. So come up with ideas. Please just donate.
Your sexuality,
except that one.
Right.
What?
I don't want you to go get run over again by a London bus. Please.
I outran that bus.
You did, you did that the other day.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, so you're in this with me, mate, because I don't want to hear your fucking dares. All right.
Yeah,
so
I'm in. Let's
so
do
bring
it.
it on for us, guys. And even that aside, please just make the donation because it's such an amazing cause. The level of talent is incredible, and just to give them the access, a bit of equipment goes so far. You know, just to.
Do you know what? How about this? The first month of the official Patreon, we will donate it all to the cause, right?
Yeah, for sure. That's it. I mean,
Lau, it's 0 at the minute, so let's push that number up, right? No, I'm being serious. Let's push that number up, Because it doesn't take very many people to actually make a massive difference to these kids.
All right, let me tell you this.
Go on then.
£50, £50 goes a long way.
Yep.
With £10, these kids can get, like, we have a homemade gloves and thing. And you have these kids like with the pounds. So if I send £50 to Nigeria now, you probably get about 20 something grand. So that money goes a long way. So anyone chipping £5, £1, £2, put it together. These children will have gears. People are sending gears over. Like they getting people contacting them, sending them a bit of money here and there. And some guys are sending stuff to me that I'm going to ship to Nigeria. If you have any fairly used gloves, anything, I know at the moment it's hard to take stuff because of the COVID. But hey, these guys will smash it. You know what I mean? So anything goes, really.
Yeah. Could you see yourself as I know this is the dream, but could you see yourself as like the ambassador to boxing Nigeria and being like the link?
So I'm going to Nigeria now. This is something they want.
Have you got the wardrobe for it though?
Listen to me. They making me the Lagos State ambassador for boxing.
Okay.
So that is one thing. Do you know the population in Lagos alone?
50 mil.
Google it. I don't know it myself. But there's a lot of people there.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
Do you know what I mean? But I just can't. I don't have I have the power.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? Like, because I think what I did, I only did it because I related to what those kids are going through. Yep. During the time that I was growing up, I didn't have access to people that I look up to them. I didn't have people. I don't have no one giving me anything.
Yeah.
I would go, like, if you see my toes, you'll be like, ooh, no. My missus always tell me to keep my socks on.
Because have you got some rustic feet?
Yeah, because all the shoes that we run with, I can't afford to buy trainers. They're small. Yeah. But you still wear it. And I'm still doing like, what, 14 miles run in that heat in Lagos?
Sure. You know what can go wrong?
Exactly.
Yeah. But then I'm going to find it very disrespectful the next time that you got the flip-flops on around me. I'm going to tell you to put them away.
Bro, I've paid my due. Like, now I can wear anything.
Yeah. I've seen some of the garms.
Let me just enjoy that moment. For 20 years, bro.
Yeah.
No, actually, I started at 12, but yeah, for that long. But even, before I started boxing, things wasn't great. Have you seen a picture of me when I was at school?
Yeah. I've seen a picture of you outside the barracks.
No shoes on.
Strong.
You know what I mean? So, I did all I could to get myself out of that poverty.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. I had a TV interview one time in Nigeria, and they were like, "Oh, so what would you say is your big breakthrough?" Coming out of Nigeria is my breakthrough.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I wouldn't be boxing now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not slagging it off, but that's still my home, regardless. But our leaders are selling the country, and they don't care about the people. They don't care about the one that's starving. So we have that experience shouldn't watch for the young ones to starve and go through everything that myself and others went through. Yep. So anywhere we can help. The kid was talking to me earlier. He was actually crying, but tears of joy because he couldn't believe it.
That's
Sending
amazing, right?
him money. He said he had people. The fact that people even talking to him, having foreign people saying, "Oh, I appreciate your boxing ability," this and that. That alone feels like he's not alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
have you got the GoFundMe link? If you send it to me, I'll put it in the notes. So
yeah, I will.
And we'll pump it out everywhere we can. to the
Please.
tens of listeners. So that's like quite a heavy one, right?
Yeah,
But
that's fantastic.
let's have a little chat about your career, right?
Okay.
Hit me. Hardest fight.
They're hard, bloody hard.
I know they're all hard, but there's levels in there.
Um, Gary Cochran was hard.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I didn't get the decision.
Nah, it was
It
a
was
bit
a
of a
good
piss take
fight.
as well, that wasn't it?
Said it.
It was a bit much.
Of course.
Yeah,
Look, it is what it is.
yeah,
Again, he's been selected as the opponent for Jeff Hunt before me and him even fight.
yeah,
Oh
So,
shit!
yeah.
Really?
yeah,
Yep. So I didn't even know until literally
yeah.
a couple of months ago.
There you go. Yeah, that was a bit of a dubious decision, was that?
And that with one damaged right hand as well.
Yeah,
Now I'm not taking anything away from Gary. I thought I nicked the fight.
I think we all did.
And Gary, who said he nicked the fight. The team, as you said, you believe I nicked it again. So again, it's just one of those ones. But
Yeah.
hey, we can't dwell on that. And
Yeah.
I've gone on. I've
You've
gone
gone on
on
now.
to do something else. I won the IBF European and
Yep.
won defended and that. So also people's like, oh, you're not fighting. Bro, I have mouth to feed.
Yep.
So it's never a level playing field. And most especially during this lockdown, people's like, have you got a date for a fight? I've been given a couple of fights during the lockdown on a short notice.
Yep.
I'm not taking it because working, I make more money than the money I make from a fight.
Yeah.
But
See, this
I've
is
got
something
mouth to
that's
feed.
that's I think deep.
The sacrifice that I will make for the fight,
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave my children hungry till after the fight. And by the time the fight is done and everyone get their piece out of the money, I'm left with nothing.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's
is
what I
where
was going to say.
sponsorship. This is where sponsorship is very crucial. So having a sponsor, someone that can like support you and just like, you know what, we give you the opportunity. I'll be at the gym all day.
Yeah.
But it's hard coming back from training, and this is why we have injury and you overtrain. Your body's shattered. There's no such a thing, oh, you're too old. Bro, that's not. The only reason why people are old is not because they're getting punches in the head, it's because they have too much responsibility.
Yeah.
They have responsibility, and if you have to juggle all of that between the families and work and training, it's hard. And you know what? There's no such a thing as foreman. Do you know that? There's no foreman. You can't be a foreman.
Okay.
There's only one man. You can't be four.
Yeah.
You cannot be four. You can't go to work. You can't train the same time. You can't hustle to make sure there's food on the table.
Yeah.
Bro, you can't. Otherwise, you just die young.
Yeah. Or you lose your hair.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
You've got good head shape.
Unlucky. Right?
Yeah, my hair's getting thin as well. I'm trying to hold on to it.
Come on.
So I'm gonna grow dread.
Just one.
No,
Just wrap it around.
Exactly. So you don't see the middle part. And you know when the Nigerian sees me, do you know what they say? They say Ja Rasta fried rice.
What? Geezer.
Ja pasta fried rice.
Power. So up and coming is what we got to ask, right? Things in the pipeline. I mean, because COVID must have just derailed. It's basically stolen a year from everyone's
100%.
athletic career, right?
Yeah. But look, it's crazy. My career,
Yeah.
as you know, it's been a roller coaster.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm like one of those big artists, musicians, where like Busta Rhymes, for example, you don't hear from them
Sure.
and boom, they come out, they make a big hit, and they go missing again.
Right.
So there's a time
Yeah.
where I don't fight for years, and I come back out, I still put my name out there, and life come about again, and just the wind blow me everywhere, anywhere. But
Yeah.
hey, I'm still standing.
I mean,
I'm
I've said this to you before that number one, I believe wholeheartedly that you will be a world champ if the opportunity is given to you. Okay,
100%.
I 100% believe that. I think that you become one of the UK's premier trainers post your boxing career. I think that's
100%,
where
no
that's
doubt.
that's where your that's where your legacy I think will be built, because that's then you've had kind of like when we spoke to Amir, right? You've seen the business, you've seen the training, you've seen the talent, you've seen the management, you've seen every aspect of it, and now you're in charge and helping
And
someone.
understand the flaws. That's
Yeah,
such a big part, you know,
Yeah,
having
100%.
had to experience the shit side of it. It makes such a massive difference when you're passing it on to make sure that people don't have to go, like you were saying with the kids, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
yeah,
Exactly. So, and guys, look, this is really nice what you guys doing, actually giving people to speak out as well.
yeah.
There's so much going on, and a lot of people don't know. And it's easy for. I have been told, why don't you call out this person? It doesn't work that way.
No.
You can call out as many as you want. It still won't change anything.
I mean, what you meant to
Um,
do? Make like moody videos on Instagram, mugging off people?
yeah,
Like,
but then you become a nuisance.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but
So
it,
I don't.
it's
It's not even my style. I don't like calling people out. So
yeah,
if people call me out, that's it. But I
yeah.
don't like calling anyone out. It's
No.
not. It's not my style.
Who who would you on the domestic and the world scene? Who are the two fighters that you just really fan? Is there anyone out there that you're like, I'd love to fight that guy?
No, I don't love fighting anyone. I just love the one that they've got money,
You
there's
just
good money, and a big belt.
yeah, doesn't matter.
Bro, it's the business side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like the money's there,
yeah,
and the level playing field
yeah,
is there. Not you're training for a fight, you're training for one person,
yeah.
and the later you get on, a couple of weeks to the fight, they swap it. So why someone else is training for you, you're training for someone else.
Yeah.
That's bro, that's making.
How are you meant to make it if that's how it runs? So then how does like an AJ emerge? Is that just right place, right time, right talent, right every like that? It's just 20 or 30 things all come together all at once, and then it
It's
just
all about
goes.
it's all you know, boxing is a one man sport,
Yeah,
but you need a solid team.
right.
So if you have a team,
Yeah,
everything else, you have a solid team that makes sure everything works for you. But when you're doing it and you're the one that going to like trying to draw everything out, nobody like helping someone that they see as a liability or beggar.
yeah,
People want to be part of someone that made it, someone
yeah,
that can bring something in. So if I tell you I can be a world champion, you give me the chance.
yeah,
How do you prove it? You can
yeah,
fight, yeah, but how much can you bring in?
yeah.
You can't bring none, then you have no use for us.
So
That's such a crazy thing, though, because it's the sort of thing where it's like if you're given the platform, like, so
yeah,
by their own argument, just give the platform then. Let's see how it goes. You know, you pick your person, let me fight him once, you know, and then when that decision goes away, you see, all right, now I can do this shit. Why are you
Yeah,
judging me on?
but that's the thing. The people that's connect to like these top promoters, some of them are attached to them either by somebody that knows somebody.
Yeah.
So they say, or they have a natural interest in that person.
right.
So with you, and there's many fighters.
Yeah,
So you just another fighter.
But
See
it's
what I
almost
mean?
worse when the person is so skilled, because it's like, it's almost not just they're not getting the opportunity, they're actively getting opportunities taken from them because you're
Right.
risky. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like, I
Yeah.
remember with the Jose, it's like, what is going on? Like mandatory 4 years, and then,
For
you know,
years. Yep. And
Yeah.
when he got to fight Matisse,
he said,
Matisse turned up a day before the fight. No drug test. And he asked, do we need to do a drug test? They said he had to pay for it. If you want it done, he had to pay for it from his post,
That's dirty, isn't it?
of course. And you know my man is on juice.
I
What are you? Did you
no
just
no no
turn
no no
your
no.
head?
I actually, I'm one of the people, you know me well enough to know. I think most people are.
Of course.
Yeah. I think that I
Yeah, but
think when
this is why it's not level playing field,
yeah
because people that knows that this person is doing it, but
yeah
they still kind of like turn the face.
yeah.
But the
There's
actual
very
people that's
few.
putting everything in to make sure they never get the chance.
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe I
That's
need to start
you
using
know,
drugs.
then that's the case. If you're saying you got to pay for the test, you know that there's something in that test
Of
that
course,
shouldn't be fat. You know what I mean?
of
It's
course.
Yeah.
just,
And to pay for the test, your money is never enough. The amount you're getting paid is not enough to cover the cost.
Yeah, I think it's like 30 grand, isn't it?
all that safety stuff is, like I was saying before, like you get the MRIs before the fight, but no one gives a shit what happened during the fight. Like no one tests you after the fight. You know, it's
No,
just like we good, get in there, whatever
yeah,
happens.
yeah. You sign the contract, you get
Yeah,
paid, you go home,
Mm.
and everyone take the boxing board of control, the coach, the manager, the whoever, the bad man that help you carry. Bro,
How much
it's
does
a
the board
hassle.
take?
Say again.
How much does the board take of the purse?
I think it's 4%.
So if you get say you get
So,
paid,
for example, after prize fighter,
yeah,
4% to the board, I believe,
yeah,
25% to the manager,
yeah,
10% to the coach.
sure.
Bro, that's
It's not much
almost
left.
how
and
much? Yeah,
percentages are
Yeah.
that's
adding up, boy.
bro.
And
That's
then there's Her
almost
Majesty. You need to give
that's
Queenie her slice.
one second. That's almost that's almost 50%.
Yeah,
25
yeah,
plus 4
yeah,
plus 10.
yeah,
It's almost 50.
yeah.
I mean, we're going to discuss it in the Don King history episode, but reading that book, man, the way
Yeah.
he did them businesses, that them percentages ended up like this. You know,
Yeah.
you're the
Exactly.
ones doing the work. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Have
So
you ever had anyone like trying to smash like camp fees in your way? Like have you ever had anyone properly try to take the piss with your
no,
career? No,
no,
fair.
no. Hold on. Say that again. I've had someone from Nigeria that not that wanted to, but actually did.
Really?
Yeah, actually did. Like I got some money sponsor. Obviously, he did
Yeah.
some, but these guys should just split the money.
Yeah.
But you want me to fight, and I got about 20 grand, and
Yeah.
when the money come from Nigeria to me,
Yeah.
I'm getting about 3 grand plus.
I mean, that's a
But
fairly sizable slice, isn't it?
how do I prepare for a fight
Yeah.
when you've already
Yeah.
taken all the money?
Yeah. Yeah.
Doesn't make no sense. But I'm the one and it's my name that got the money out. You did the legwork. You're
Yeah.
gonna get your percentage, but
Yeah.
you don't even discuss with us. You
Yeah.
took the money out. Oh, this person take that, that person take that, and
How?
twice
Twice.
that I know of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna ask, right? So back to like the business and the not level playing field. So say, no disrespect to Jeff Horn, right? So say Jeff Horn becomes champ. I know you're not a jealous person. I know you're not that guy, but you see Jeff Horn picks up a world title. Do you look at him and go, like, for fuck's sake, like there's because you know you would box Horn's face off. There's I don't. I think he's very lucky to have made it to world championship level. No disrespect to him at all.
Remember, I'm going to cut you there.
Go
Remember
on.
what I said. Boxing is a one-man sport,
Yes.
but you need to have a solid team. So it's
Yeah.
all about solid team. How many fighters that you see in the past or think been given the opportunity, given the right fight at the right time?
Mm.
Even not all of them are going to be a world champion, but they get to fight for a world title.
Yeah. But that's my point. Like, do you as an active fighter,
Doesn't
do you look at it and just go,
nah,
no,
nah, nah. I
Because
know
that's
what
across the
they.
board. They were even doing Pacquiao dirty because you could
yeah,
tell his fights. They were preparing. He's going to retire soon, so let's give Bradley the win. Let's give Horn the win. And it's
hmm
like fucking hell, he's still
Yep,
around. Like
yeah,
yep,
they're
yep.
just trying to get that cash in advance. Let's set up the next.
I said, yeah. So this is just it. This is it. This is it.
yeah,
And what can you do? It's the sport. It's been going on for decades.
mm.
It's been going on for centuries. And that's why MMA is taking over now.
Do you
That's
think?
why MMA is taking over. I'm sure they're doing their own little dodgy part there as well.
It's a lot harder to do, I think,
But
in MMA
but
because
what,
they're
for
so
example,
heavily
what you were
governed.
saying with also too, what you were saying too with there's so many people in Africa. I
Yeah,
was going to mention that MMA is more of the mindset of like, for example, they'll get a Chinese fighter. They'll be like, let's do an event in China. When
yeah,
they think more like, oh, not bring it here. They're like, how can we expand? And that ends up helping that, they'll do an Ultimate
Yeah,
Fighter in that country. They'll do
yeah.
the
yeah,
Latin America one. They did Africa, they're more looking at global, which helps
Because
everybody.
there's money there.
yeah,
Exactly.
There's money
That's what I
there,
was
but
saying.
this
Like, why not give them the platform? You'll see, like, if you're worried about money, give them the opportunity and you'll see it come in. And then look at that.
bro,
You got money.
I have had a fight that I wanted to fight and I'm willing to buy 20 grand worth of tickets. All I need is to make sure my fight is televised.
yeah,
Because if that's shown in Nigeria, I know I will triple the amount that I paid up front.
yeah,
Now,
Yeah.
you fight before people even turn up. So what's the point buying?
yeah,
And the show is never even sold out.
yeah.
So it's just what it is, man. But this is the sport. What can you do?
But
But
this is my question. Like, there has to be ways to not game the system, but to kind of piece together that team to make it so you can get it televised by even a case of having the crew there, maybe at your expense.
do you know this word we have everyone put limitation onto
Mm,
everything.
yeah.
Because you're certain people think at this age you should finish secondary school, you
Hmm.
should graduate at this age, you should marry, you should have your own business, you should have your own home, you should have your own business at this age.
Yeah.
But if you don't do it according to how the world expects it to be, they write you off.
Right.
And that's the same thing with boxing. Oh, you're too old. We're not gonna spend our money on it now. It's old. But
Yeah.
no, we all have different time.
Yeah.
And I'm African.
What,
No, it's
what
true.
were you saying?
No. What I'm trying to say is, so like the mindset of African, if I'm older than you,
Yeah.
so technically I should be able to beat you.
Right.
Experience.
Yes, so that's just it. That's just our mindset. So over here, he's young, he's strong. It's like, for example, my fight in Louis Green.
Yep.
He's proper tough. He's a
Yeah, he was
good
a
fighter.
tank, weren't he?
Exactly. I've never hit someone so hard that my hand hurts. But again, it's not about the physical aspect here. It's
Yeah.
all about experience.
Yep.
So, and we all build different. And the
Yep.
way we all look after our body is different. So, Bernard Hopkins, Fred Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao. So these guys are they're old, but they're still smashing it.
Yeah, Manny might have some help though.
The young ones have some help. The
Yeah, I
one
think
that's
Manny's
like,
got better help.
you reckon? What about
Yeah,
Canelo?
I think Canelo's got some help too.
What? So how
He's
old
got
is
some magic
Canelo?
meat going on, bless him.
Exactly. So now this is what I'm trying to say. It's never a level playing field, and they've put limitation to everything. That
Yeah,
I'm not spending my money on it. He's too old. It doesn't matter. You can beat the living life out of the youngest fighter. They will
yeah,
say, oh, maybe he might have drink a prune juice before the fight. They will find one excuse, or maybe it's just a bad night. And you
yeah.
can do that back to back. They still won't see it because nobody wants to gamble. Nobody want to give you that opportunity because,
Mm.
and people is like, yeah, if they don't give you, you can take it. How do you take something when
Yeah,
someone
you
gives
can't.
you a 2 weeks notice for a fight?
Yeah,
You can't even make weight to get the
yeah.
weight down. And you wasn't mentally prepared for the fight.
Mm.
So,
And the
oh,
the the output required for you to stay in that mode is exhausting, right? You're going to get injured. You have to say no to work because you have to be basically for you to
and you
remain in
do
fight.
and you do all you can on the
Yeah,
last minute. That's why we have fighters that have serious injury,
yeah,
have serious injuries. Perhaps some of them died
yeah,
because they got the short notice and they think, oh, this is my breakthrough. I'm going to put everything in to get this opportunity. And they drain themselves, go in the sauna, do everything to cut the weight off. And what happened? The brain, the fluid of the brain is dry and they
hmm
get knocked in the head, gone.
yeah. It's just
But
not worth it.
exactly. But these people, bro, I've made it in life. Do
Mm.
you understand? Do you understand what I've achieved more than a world champion in life?
Yeah,
My oldest daughter was have
yeah.
40 to 50 chance of survival.
Mm.
She smashed it.
Yep.
My youngest, at the age of 15 months, diagnosed of cancer, she
Yeah,
smashed it. So I've made it in life.
yeah,
So for me, I just need to pass the knowledge on at the moment. I just
yeah.
give pass the light. If it comes, if world title, if I might be a world champion tomorrow, I might not, but I'm happy.
See, that's
Yep.
so nice to
Yeah.
hear that like you're good either way,
Yeah,
right? And that's why we wanted to get you on here because like it's turn left, continue the career, turn right, start passing that knowledge on, and a new career, new doors, new everything opens
it's
up.
win-win.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
win-win. I've got the knowledge, I've got the patience, I've got the idea to teach the
Yep.
youngster, I've got the discipline,
Yep.
and to make sure these guys go the right path.
Mm.
So I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy either way. And you know the craziest thing is, do you know I turned pro by accident? I didn't think I was going to turn pro.
Go on.
It's not something I want to do.
So how'd you end up going pro then?
Bro, because of my situation,
Yeah.
my immigration problem, I wouldn't
Yep.
have turned pro. Bro, I'd probably be flipping burger in McDonald's. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. So the fact that I even get to where I'm at the moment,
Yeah.
I'm grateful. And I'm still grateful because I know better things are still coming my way. That's why you still see me do my crazy run. That's why you
Yeah.
still see me sparring at the gym.
Yep.
Because I didn't put limitation on myself.
No.
So I'm too young to be old.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And that's the incredible mindset that needs sharing, man. Like, it's so inspiring. Like you said, where you come from to where you've got now, that alone is
I love.
such a massive win. All
I
the other
put the
things.
video of those kids up. I was in that position 20 something years ago. That was
Yeah.
me 20
Yeah.
something years ago. So
Yeah,
Looky
man.
now,
I have
you
been
got the world behind you. Look at it.
exactly. Exactly. So I'm not even tripping at all. I'm
Yeah.
grateful and I'm still pushing forward.
Yeah. Who who in the next gen coming through at the current batch? Who are you like your ones to watch?
Bro, there's too many. There's
You
too
you must
many.
have I know you don't like playing favorites. You must have a couple.
Nah, there's just too many. Have you heard of Chris Boke? Denzel,
Yeah, Denzel Bentley.
yeah,
He's on Monday.
Dan Aziz,
Yep.
um,
What about
Ryan Robin,
Dubois?
Ryan Robinson,
Yeah.
Dubois, um, Louis,
Yeah.
um, Elliot from iBox is
Yeah.
a welterweight as well. What is this kid called? Um, he's a welterweight as well. What's his name? Sam.
Okay.
Sam. So there's just
There's
too many
loads.
fighters,
Yeah.
bro.
To be fair, I will prefix this. Larry and names not the best. Right.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
I am deeply impressed that he's actually called me Rob 3 times on this podcast
Yeah,
because I've been Ron,
you've
Ross.
been Ron, you've
He's
been
called
Rob,
me
you've been
Matt a
Ross.
few times. Like
Even,
fucking Matt. He's called me Ben once as well. I was like,
if
Ben, where the fuck
what do you
did
call
Ben
it?
come from?
Um, Ryan. So many times he's like, he look, and these kids, they all call me uncle. Those bastards. Like, what is it? I call him Ryan, I call him Ray, I call him Rayon, I call him all sorts. I'm terrible with names. Sometimes and trust me, I don't get punched in the head that much.
No, you
So
don't.
it's not like I got punched in the head and everything was.
Yeah,
That goes.
it's
That's what I was going to say too. When you were talking about age, it's also how people fight. Like
Mm.
some people take a lot of damage because they don't
Yeah,
move. When you're a slick
yeah,
fighter, the age becomes. I mean, Floyd, fucking look what he did to Canelo
there
with
you go.
the age difference. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So age is depends on how you fight.
Mm.
And you know everyone can fight. Not everyone can box.
Yep. Ain't
A
that
lot
the
of people don't
truth?
know that. And also, people fight for the crowd, to please the crowd. I fight to win and go home to my family,
Yeah.
able. So, whatever I do to win is a win.
Yep.
But you would never fight, you never catch a dull moment. Even if I have to run around the ring, I will make it look pretty.
Yep.
That's all. So,
Did you find it like? I don't want to say frustrating, but because I remember just to say in Nigeria, so many people box that you have to do something that other people can't do, like put your hand, something like that. And he
yes.
was like, here it was so like gentleman's club, like oh put your hand. It's like what are you talking?
Yeah. So,
Professional
like,
athlete, like
I just say someone that's my mentor actually growing up. I said we don't have people that we can reach out to like now, but I just say someone that actually put me under his umbrella growing up.
Nice.
And if you watch my fight, you see similarity in us, but the
yeah,
difference is the Southpaw enough with us. But
yeah,
I learned literally almost everything, the trick, even some of the stuff that I use, the words that I use, I got that from him. So many. So, for example, um, um, maximum respect, I got that from him. Tapping my foot in a fight to punch, that's from him. Um, Stamina for sale that others using now, that's him.
yeah.
My grandma can do better than that. That's from my Joseph. So this is it. So this is the man that I look up to, and I watch him so much. Every time I go around him, I'm like a sponge. I
Mm.
just soak in all the talent and everything that the knowledge that he passed on to me. And I'm grateful to have someone like that as a role model. And it wasn't only me. It wasn't only me. And I don't even know if that man have a favorite, but I would like to think I'm his favorite. But there's so many fighters that he put under his umbrella back then because he get out there. But I'm trying to just pass that on to this
Yeah.
other young generation. Things that I got from my Joseph,
Yeah.
passing it on. He didn't wait for the government
No.
Yeah.
to support myself and other fighters. But I'm glad I'm here to be able to actually put his name out to let people understand what that man does and what he's done in Nigerian boxing. And it's crazy because social media these days, if you don't have that much of a follower, you're not important anymore.
Yeah, I don't
Do
speak
you
to
know what I
people
mean?
unless they've
But
got 10,000. They're not
fighters,
people to me.
fighters, old schools,
Yeah.
they don't care about that.
No.
Yeah.
Fighters, and how many of us go, even myself, you go in shadow boxing, and record it, put that up. That's what, oh yeah, he's training hard. No, I'm having
Yeah.
McDonald's on the side. But people do everything for the grind. But the old school fighters, they train and every time you ask them, oh, are you training hard? No, I'm just doing something light. But they're proper training. Call them for a fight. They're ready tomorrow.
Yeah.
But
You
watch how many fighters like us that you called up. Can you fight 2 weeks? Nah, too soon. I just said, how many days, 3 weeks notice for world title? I just said, not because he's desperate, because
he's
he's
ready.
always training.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter how hard you train. When you don't have something you're training for, it's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unlike someone that actually know what they're training for. You're training, but you're still shagging because there's nothing lined up. You're probably doing about 12 rounds on your misses, and you get caught to fight. You get caught. Yeah, bro, man, a bad man, you know. I just say a proper bad man. See what I mean? So
Now, right, you spend a lot of time in camp with two big British heavyweight names. One of them probably the biggest. Another one could be the biggest, right? Power for power, who do you think's got the bigger smack on them? Now, I know you hate this sort of question because obviously you're about boxing, blah, 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 blah. I want who smashes a bag harder, Dubois, AJ?
ask me tomorrow.
It's like,
I like it.
Bro,
yeah,
look,
look
it's
at
crazy
that.
because like
The man.
questions like that for me,
You
it's not
you don't
relevant.
even pay attention. It's so frustrating.
It's,
It's so frustrating. All I want to do is just gram it, much like what you was just saying. Just be an offensive
ask,
Instagrammer.
ask me tomorrow.
All right, I will. I'm
Because
messaging.
that I love that because there's so many. The other thing too is people that are leaking like sparring footage. It's like, listen, man, what happens in
Yeah, don't do
training
that.
is for training.
Yeah.
That's learning. You're not winning, losing when you
It's
spar.
crazy
You're
because like when I spar to learn. Like I have people that are trying to kill you in sparring.
Yeah.
No, I want to learn. I want to try some new moves. How many times I've been punched in the face, right in the eyeball, because I want to try new moves. Do you know how many times I close one eye and think I'm some drunken master trying to learn some new moves? It's all about practicing.
Yep.
And
Ian, you got to tell him, Dave.
I put some sparring up sometime now and then, but obviously I ask, can I play up? It's not sparring that it's not relevant. It's like whole sparring.
Yeah.
That's it's nothing. So, and I've had this kid that put sparring up. I don't know what is, but it's kind of like, so I'm like, oh, okay. The sparring has to look good against you. Let me put the proper version of it out.
Yeah.
So I don't find. I've had people cut sparring that I did with them, cut the best part, they put it up. Give them compliment, like, bro, you're like a ghost. But the actual sparring wasn't like that.
Yeah.
So for me, it's nothing. And plus, we live on the same weight anyway.
Yeah.
So if you beat me up in sparring, you should be ashamed. You're fucking middleweight. Or you're lighter than me. So you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah.
You're lighter than me. And you want to show off that you beat me up in sparring? Bro, you're lighter than me. You're supposed to beat me. You should be faster.
Yeah.
So either way, it's win-win.
Either way, you can't lose because if they're bigger, they should. If they're smaller, they should. You know what I mean?
And if you're my weight, I'm just holding back.
Yeah. There you go.
Even if I'm not holding back, I can say.
Yeah, with the trying new stuff, Dave was telling us last night with the left way, one way they train is they put cayenne pepper in their eyes because obviously they headbutt and stuff, and they get cut so much that they got to get used to the blood in the ice. And if I fuck sparring like that, man, those guys are a different breed.
Nah.
You don't
So
like
there's
spice,
one for you
do
to try next time.
What?
You don't like spice.
Do you know I still need to go collect my children?
I know.
How long have we been talking?
It's literally an hour now, so we'll wrap that up, yeah?
Bro, yeah?
Look, an hour on the dot. Huh?
This is why I don't trust you.
It's
You're like Nigerian. I can't trust you.
You're the one that gave me the name. You gave me my own Nigerian name.
Yeah, but you're behaving like one now. I gave you the name. I didn't want you to behave like one.
Well, this is what happens, isn't it?
Can I revoke it? No?
No. I've already got it on a road.
He just gave you that so he could remember the name at least.
Yeah, exactly. That's all it was. I know what he's doing it for. All right, Lau. Thank you so much for your time, man.
Thanks so much for joining us, bro.
Thank you.
And guys, please donate to the GoFundMe.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Please.
Right, you're on the Fight Companion.
Yeah.
You're on the Usyk Del Boy Fight Companion, son. You with us?
That's on Sunday.
No, it's the 31st. Don't worry, I got your. I'm doing your diary. I'm your assistant now.
All right, let's.
Yeah.
See you later, guys. Thanks a lot, though.